Scottish people came to this part of North Carolina, and well, I'm one of my ancestors, my McLaughlin ancestors. Some of the largest immigration of Scottish people in this country came through the Cape Fear River, moved on in around Fayetteville, and that's where I'm at today. Come on, let's go look at some history. So we're making our way. I'm trying to be quiet to do this, but I don't want to bother anybody. But man, wow, check this out. Hi, how are you today, Seth? Look at something really close right here. That's your last name and that's your coat of arms. And it's real hard to come in here and see your last name in a museum. We're gonna go continue messing around in here and see if we can find some more stuff. So we're coming through the museum and there's all kinds of stuff in here. Everything related from labor to the Essential South. Pretty interesting exhibits that they have. You can kind of get a good look. And you know, we can itemize that we dig. A lot of these guys putting these things in these museums. Think about all the iron pots and things that you've dug through the years and the pieces and parts, and you get a good idea on a lot of things if you go to a museum. I really think museums do a great job of trying to teach that history so that you and I can figure it all out. But as a digging man, ID is very important, and IDs can vary from place to place. Today I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Lock plates on chests, silver ladles, to fiddle parts, and woodworking tools, IDs. We all come from farming background, so milling is a big part of the essential for crops. And they got a really good exhibit here on grist mills and millstones. We see them at home for rice and other things, but we have thousands of grist mills lost in our state. Underneath your feet somewhere. They basically kind of look like this. This mill's run off a water wheel, which turned these stones, corn poured into the trough, poured down through, gets between these mills, grinds, filters, comes out in a meal. Everybody's had some cornmeal, and this is what it came from. Back then it was a staple. You had to live, and corn was a big part of it. Thanks to the Indians. Great exhibit. Even going to the range of cooperage and building barrels and life in those days. Pretty interesting. You know, if you come to a museum and actually learn and look, there's a lot inside that can help you come around and figure this place out. The United States, it's a great place. Undoubtedly on this floor, my favorite part is right here. I just think it's really cool to come somewhere where on my other history blogs, you will see where I've mentioned a woman named Flora McDonald. And this is her portrait and a little story about her. Actually, she's one of the most famous Scottish immigrants here. Like many of our own people, they signed an oath not to mess with the Brits. That oath got broke a lot, but there was a lot of heartbreak that came with that. lot of museums. And I'm pretty impressed. I think they do a great job. Fayetteville, North Carolina, come see them. Museum of the Cape Fear. Now, Fayetteville's always known for an arsenal. Civil War. These guys were big in the Revolution too, but had their own rifles. These are the Fayetteville rifles. Man, if you had one of these, you had something. Right now, I'd love to have one for my collection. There's a few out there somewhere. Museum's got a fine collection. Man, pretty good. Oh man, check this out. Look at these. That's a Doug rifle, no doubt. 577 Enfield? Yeah, crazy. Still got the wood. I wonder if we found it in a swamp or something. Pretty wild. And then we find the barrels and flint pieces and other things. Oh man, I know a lot of people like this part. Civil War cap boxes. Looks like some bluebillies and some. And these definitely haversack. Looks original. Man, look at that. And look at that buckle right there. Really neat. How'd they do that? Canvas of the time, I guess. Come on, let's go. They actually had companies that built plank roads for farmers. The Farmers Railroad was actually a plank road. Look. Plank road. For hundreds of people in a time when the area was growing, there was new manufacturing, industrialization going on. Plank Road, that's just another company like Construction Company. This was the town militia, and this was the hat these guys were wearing at that time. That's a hard kepi, and the Fayetteville Independent Light Infantry. Oh, that's crazy. Crazy. I'll check it out. So these places shipped everything you could ship to make a nation. All this stuff used a steamboat to get it where it was going. A lot of it went to Wilmington and across the ocean to England. Cotton was a big deal. Of course, look at that. And can you imagine in a buried box with a rifle in it, a musket, a Fayetteville Arsenal musket? Oh my gosh. That'd be crazy. Let's go find some more stuff. Okay guys, well I sure appreciate you coming with me today with the Swamp Shovel to the Museum of the Cape Fear. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Great exhibits. Good story in there about this place in Fayetteville on its own. I got Scottish ancestry here, and I think it's a very wonderful, valuable experience. If you get a chance, come on down to Fayetteville, North Carolina. Stop by. It's got a big old complex. You can walk around and enjoy nature, and enjoy it. That's all I can tell you. But this was the arsenal of the Confederate government, it says. I want to thank everybody for coming with me, and hey, I want to thank Cape Fear Museum for letting me come around, walk around, doing my pictures and doing my talks. Y'all come see me. The shovel's always dirty.